On August 26, 1970, women across the United States gathered outside of their homes and jobs to protest for more equality, hence the name Women's Strike for Equality. They fought for abortion rights, childcare rights, and equal pay and job opportunities. According to Time magazine, this was the beginning of the second feminist wave, and was also almost completely peaceful protest, which I'll get into later. This strike was led by none other than the president of the National Organization for Women, Betty Friedan. Her speech can be found in her book, A Feminine Mystique. On March 20th, she made the speech in Boston, encouraging women to strike and protest. In that speech, she told women that their husbands and fathers do not own them, and that they own themselves, and must stand up for that right. So she chose August 26th, which is the 50th anniversary of the passing of the 19th Amendment, guaranteeing women equal rights unto men. However, this was not always seen, and the strike began in the morning. The picture on the left shows the group in New York protesting for abortion rights. According to JWA.org, women had few rights over their reproductive health and decided that they didn't want their husbands or boyfriends or any other person to affect whether or not they can get an abortion or if they have the right to get an abortion. This was the only major protest which got a bit violent when men began throwing broken glass and shoes at them. The women retaliated by throwing back shoes, broken glass, rocks, hair straighteners, purses, everything they can get their hands on. So, when this was reported, NBC called them communists. This protest was quickly shut down out of fear they're communists and might be trying to destroy the United States. However, the picture on the top right also shows a major protest in New York, which was the fight for childcare rights. And though it says the women of Vietnam are our sisters, they're talking more about how men have the opportunity to leave their families and go off to fight, while women have to stay and take care of their children. And the women that they're referring to as sisters, according to msmagazine.com, are the women who are unable to take care of their children and work. So they no longer wanted to be faced with the option of either taking care of their children or working, and wanted to do both. This protest sadly ended soon, mostly due to men closing off streets and harassing them. But after this day, many people stepped up and agreed to take care of their children while they went off to work. And finally, the picture on the bottom right shows the strike in Boston, I believe, for equal pay. According to Time magazine, women earned at that time about 60% of what men earned, and had about half the opportunity to get a job that they are qualified for. So they also began to strike. And again, sadly, this was shut down after that day due to the closing off of streets, and it didn't have major effects on major companies, but on smaller companies, they did begin to earn more equal pay, and those smaller companies began to hire more women. And three interesting facts are: one, they set up Liberty trash cans, which were trash cans set around the United States where women could throw away their beauty products, especially broken mugs, to show that a woman's place is not a place of servitude. However, these were seen as bad when a woman made a joke saying that the only thing they can throw away are men. Another interesting fact is that in Detroit, a man was kicked out of his bathroom because in the company that they worked in, men had two bathrooms for every one bathroom women had. And finally, very few African American women actually joined the fight. This is mostly due to when they saw what was going on, African Americans began to join but were harassed and bullied out of it. However, the few of them that did stand up for their rights helped the feminist movement, and the feminist movement began to help the African American rights movement. So in the end, they all came together to help each other out.